Joining me today, star sophomore guard of the women's basketball team, Rebecca Dwomoh. Rebecca, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
So, you grew up in England, and you played professionally there for the U16 and U18, like Great Britain roster or FIBA team, and then you went to Spain, right?
Yeah.
So, how did first off, what was it like playing for your country in basketball, and then how did you end up in Spain?
Okay, so the story's kind of messed up. So I moved to Spain when I was like 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
So I had lived in London for those years, and then moved to Spain when I was 9, and that's why I started playing basketball. And then while still playing in Spain, like one of my coaches had contacts back in England, so they contacted me and said, "Oh, we would like you to play for GB. Come and try out." So I went to try out, and yes, I played for the under-16s and the under-18s, and that experience was really fun. It was really fun. I think it was like the opportunity to play against like other countries or like European countries was like really fun, and like the exposure it gives you, it was like I really enjoyed it, and
Would you be eligible to play for the Spanish team too, or is it just Great Britain?
As soon as I got through to the under-16s, I wasn't eligible.
Okay. So going off that, what do you think playing for Great Britain, like how did that help your game, would you say?
Immensely. Like it really did. I think from the first tryouts to like the first game that we played or last game we played, my game changed I moved positions from like post to guard because I was always the tallest. So that transition for me, I think was very important because I could develop my skills against like other guards that have played that position for longest, and so I did see a big change in that.
So then during or after the U18 and U16, you went to the Nottingham Wildcats, right?
Yes.
So what was the experience like playing professionally?
I had so much fun. We had hometown players as well as like American players from far, and they were not that much older than me, but they were older than me. So having that someone to learn from and like watch them play and how they played and how they had so much fun, and it was just really fun. So yeah. And
then what would you say is your favorite memory from the Wildcats, or favorite moment in a game?
Favorite moment, I think it was an academy game. So I think it was like my age group, and we just played a game. I can't remember who we played against. I just remember we had so much fun. Our season had been cancelled due to COVID, because COVID was around that time. And we finally got to play as a team, and it was just so much fun. And I would never forget just having fun.
So you were saying you've seen some of the players in the academies, or like the teams you played for, like here in America now.
Yes.
So what's been your favorite moment playing them now, since your game has changed? And do you think, not that you're better, but like, is it cool to beat them if you do beat them, is it cool to beat them, or like, how does it feel?
So one that comes to mind is Emma from Detroit Mercy. She's like one of my really close friends, and we recently just played each other, and it was just fun to, obviously we're rivals right now. We're not so good to playing together anymore. But it was just fun, like seeing how much we've all developed and like come to be the players we are now. When we played together, it was more just a learning phase, and I think like now it's more of, okay, I've developed this, I can actually show it in my game. So it was really fun. It was good.
But going off all the traveling, out of all the teams in the Horizon League, where's your favorite place to travel? Like, what is there a place that you think has the best views, or you like their gym the best?
I really like Green Bay.
Okay.
I like the court, but I don't like traveling there. It's very long travels.
Don't you have to fly to Green Bay?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I don't like the travels, but I like the court. And then I'm trying to remember. I can't remember, not on the top of my head, but I think Green Bay is a place I like to play. Yeah.
But you're part of 5 sophomores on the roster this year. The team is really young. Did you take like a leadership step up this year, or do you think, like, how do you think the team dynamic is this year, leadership wise?
It's definitely very different. Of course, having so many seniors and upperclassmen you could look up to from last year that have left this year, it's we've all had to, like you said, step up in a sense. I don't think I have much of a leadership role. I think it's more of a collective thing. So everyone knows that we're lacking the seniors in the team and like the growth and knowledge. But at the same time, so we all decided to, okay, we know what we have to do. We learned from the people that were here last year, and so we just could like hold each other accountable in that sense. So.
And who would you say you're closest to on the team, or is like someone that you always talk to when you're having a hard day, or you go to them?
Me and Alex are really. Oh wow. I think I just want to be someone who is remembered like a nice person. Like I've always taken pride in someone like you can always come to when like and if you need anything. So I think that's just a nice person, a good genuine person. I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then is there anything you want to add at the end here? Anyone you want to shout out? Anything at all?
Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi, Sophia and Chloe.